Oh, you know what happened? There were some fucking kids in here making posters. I guarantee you they fucked with these knobs. I guarantee you.
Oh,
I guarantee you there was some fuckery.
kids.
Some fuckery here.
It's the kids.
The kids.
They better not have touched my muff.
Get the herp.
Oh, the kids nowadays?
Yeah.
100% got the fucking herps.
For sure.
I mean, it's not even.
Yeah.
Listen, herps in the HIV is fucking running wild
100%.
probably through high school
Dude,
now.
there's nothing about the HIV.
Next generation.
Look at magic.
Next generation.
ain't
It's
shit.
done.
Next
You get
generation
shot.
is going to be born with it coming from the moms, just passing it down.
How the fuck did you get the same color muff as I do?
I didn't. Mine's a school bus yellow. You got like a dirty fluorescent yellow.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I have no control over
Plus,
this place anymore.
mine came with my cup.
It did come with your cup. All right, anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Fiddly Digging. I love you and I missed you and I don't know what to say.
And I don't think we're saying fiddly dicking anymore. It's fiddly.
Fiddly
That's
show.
Fiddly. We switched
Fiddly
it.
show. We switched it, remember?
Going back to the old back.
All right.
I got to tell you, I'm liking Brian's hair today. No hat.
thank you.
Maybe it's because there's no hat.
Yeah.
But it just looks like a messy fun. A fun,
Well-
messy.
Fun fact. Hat's dirty.
Oh.
You only have one hat?
You only one hat?
I didn't
Like
want to go
Don's
upstairs
muff?
to get a different hat.
Is it Don's muff?
Oh,
dirty,
Yeah, it's
or-
like a dime up. No, I was about to leave. I'm like about to put my hat on. I'm like, you know what? This thing's gross.
So wait a second. You only have one hat?
What's
And
this
if
guy calling
I'm going to tell
already
you
for?
right now. If he's calling right now, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, let's put him on.
Yeah, put him on and we're gonna tell him.
Let's give him a piece of our mind.
Yeah,
Put him in the green room.
Yeah,
Put him in
let's-
the green room.
Yeah, let's talk to him about this.
Call from.
Denny Hanky.
To accept, press 1. To
All
send
right,
a
I'm
voicemail,
accepting.
press
You're
2.
not getting rid of this, huh?
No.
No.
Hello, Denny.
Benny.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Eager Beaver? You're calling ahead.
Yeah, I was going to
What
say.
time zone are you in?
Oh, I'm in Central.
Oh,
Well, what
Central.
the fuck then? I told you, you're not very good.
Is that Irish?
You're
Is
not
that
even.
Irish?
Maybe he's on the Western Central.
Den. He said den.
Hey,
Like a bear den? Is that are you talking about bear dens?
you know, this is strike one. You're not very good at instructions. And these were
Well,
written.
I've
These were
been
Yeah,
written.
it is a
that.
test. It is a test, by the way.
I've been told that.
So thanks for calling in here, Den. We got before we get to you, I've had one hell of
Okay.
a day, fellas. One
What
hell of a
happened?
day. And I'll tell you, I've been in a foul mood, and thank God for you guys.
Yeah.
I've been in a goddamn foul mood.
Did you like my group hug idea? Maybe you need
I
one.
did, and maybe that's what got me back on the
You
on the
need a group
horse.
hug. We're gonna do it afterwards,
I
guys.
hope
We're
an
gonna do
early
a
call
group
from
hug.
Den isn't going to get you back in a bad mood.
Yeah, he almost did. Den, he almost fucked my mood up
Yeah.
again. But don't you
But
worry.
honestly, Den, you're just part of his day today now.
Yeah, you're part. It's been
Oh,
been
good.
it's been a goddamn.
Is it den? Is that the right name?
Yeah, Den is the right name.
Den? Den's the name. So
Yep.
so I woke up this morning, went downstairs, and figured, you know what? I'm gonna pour myself a glass of orange juice. Well, that orange juice was fucking warm
Oh,
because the goddamn
No.
fridge is leaking freon.
Oh, no. That's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So they said I had a guy come over. What a trooper this guy was.
You got
I
him
called
in already?
I called him. He came right over. Said $2,000. I said, are you fucking crazy? So then I called LG, and LG said, listen, with these tariffs, you're going to be spending $6-7 grand for a fucking fridge. So now what I'm doing, I figure I'm going to go back to old school with just an ice block.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna
And some
fucking
salt.
do-
And
yeah.
some salt
And
for
I
the
got-
meat.
right.
You got to salt the meat.
Gotta salt the fucking meat.
Yeah.
So this has been one hell of a day. But then don't let the tariffs get you down. And here's why. We're big in China, so we're charging them to listen to the Fiddly Dickens show. Yes, we're making millions.
We did it.
We
boys.
finally did it.
It's
we
a
get executive
valuable
order?
import for China.
We are. We always were. But now we're a valuable import for us.
Yeah, we're finally exporting.
We've been exporting all this time. We didn't even know it.
Yeah, they were exporting the dickers.
It's funny every time I do a render on the final edit, it says export. I didn't even
Yeah.
put two and two
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I've been
Well,
charging for this.
Right?
Yeah.
Jesus, boys.
Well, now we are. Well, anyway, Dan, thanks for calling. Great having you. We'll talk to you later. It was great. You did, you
Well,
did
I
great.
told you everything
Let's
I know,
talk
so
at
that's probably
9:15.
about right.
Yeah. We'll talk to you at 9:15 when you're supposed to call, Dan.
Okay, well, how about if I do that then?
No, I'm just kidding.
He's
Listen,
joking.
Dan,
He's-
don't be like
Line
that.
up, Dan.
Yeah,
Jeez.
this is a comedy show, goddammit.
You need a little razz in these
you can
days.
fuck
Everybody's
around
so
calling
tense.
us early, but we can't say shit about it. Is that how it works?
Everybody's so tense these days.
Well,
Well,
I kind of did a little. I was trying to figure out who was calling in tonight ahead of time.
We don't usually do that, by the way, Dan. So this is special.
So
let's hear it.
there's an email.
oh yeah, I'm quick and early on everything.
Well,
So
Well, and I think I know why. I think I know why. Because
so
we have a shared email, and Don's the only one that looks at it. But I happen to look at it this time. I think Den is a farmer. Am I right?
that is true.
There we
Oh,
go.
you are
And that's why he's
correct.
early.
Get the hell out of here.
He probably woke up at 4 a.m. ready to
So
call.
what do you think about daylight savings? Are you for it or against it?
Yeah,
Dan?
that is a farmer's question.
You know, it doesn't make me too much difference because you know, when it's light I work, and when it's dark sometimes I work too. But no, it doesn't make a shit to me. It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
All right,
They ought to
so-
move it 30 minutes and leave it.
Well,
So what kind
if
of
that
farming do
doesn't
you
bother you, what about the Farmer's Almanac?
Oh,
Tell me
yeah.
that's a bunch of bullshit, right?
Why did
Oh,
they bring
God,
you into
yes.
that mess?
I read
I
it
don't
every
know.
time I'm in line at the grocery store. I pull up the Farmer's Almanac and I start reading it. A lot of snow, a lot of rain. It's wrong every time.
Oh yeah, it's always going to be a horrible winter. Yeah,
Always.
every year.
Every year.
And sometimes they get it right.
Because they always
Out of
say
luck.
it's always horrible.
What kind of farmer? Are you like a salmon farmer? What are you farming?
We farm corn, soybeans, and cattle.
Oh, classic American farmer.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
this.
that's me.
Did you ever see that show
That's me.
Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Is it
we
like
don't-
that?
I don't have the helicopter and
Wow.
all that, but
gotta-
you
You
know.
will soon. Now that the tariffs are kicking in.
You got
Yeah.
a Ford
It's coming.
F-350? You got a 350 over there?
I got a 3500 Chevy.
All right, all
Attaboy.
right, they'll do it.
That's what I would get.
You got dualies on the back of that thing?
Nope.
You gotta
Nope,
get-
just
gotta have
singles.
The dualies. The shotgun in
Oh.
the back.
Oh, and my dick's not quite that small.
I'll take my shotgun
It's small.
down.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got to have a ton, but I don't need a dually.
Yeah.
What about acres? How many acres are we talking here?
That's a good question.
Oh, on the crop side, we farm about 1,400, and then we run about 140, 50 head of cows. So,
Nice.
Do you sell
Yep.
cows? Do you sell cows? Can we buy a cow
Yep.
from you?
well, I imagine so.
You guys want to buy a cow?
That'd be great.
I would love to have a fucking cow. We'll call her Bessie.
No,
we could keep it in the studio.
Yeah, she stays right here, and we'll put a bell. We'll put a cowbell around her.
Now, do you want one that's stump broke, or you know?
I don't know what the
You
fuck
do know
you're
what-
saying,
We
Dan.
got some city boys here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when the cow backs up to a stump, and it just makes it easier for you to get behind her.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
I
Brian
see.
was looking for a sheep with some Velcro gloves. You got any of those over there?
That's why sheep farmers tuck their pant legs in their boots, because they put the back legs of the sheep in there so they can't run.
Jesus, I love farm humor.
I
Oh, this is
100% do
farm
love.
humor.
love farm humor.
We never had farm humor before.
No, we haven't.
This is a first.
This is a first. First for the Dickers.
Yep.
Oh my
Goddamn
God!
sheep farmers.
So, what state do you live in?
I already know.
Missouri.
You got to get. Oh,
Oh.
I was wrong though.
And
I
I
thought it
would've
was
guessed that.
Iowa.
Man.
Beautiful land out there.
I
No,
thought it was Iowa. Doggone it.
Yeah, Missouri's
no,
good.
no.
See, I'm picking up the
No, we
farmer
live in
vibe. I just
Missouri.
said doggone it.
You did.
Ah, you-
I
Yeah,
tell
we
you,
live in
brother.
Missouri where all our trees lean north because Iowa sucks and Arkansas blows.
he's got them all.
Do you have moonshine? Do you guys make moonshine?
No. Well, we sell a lot of corn to ethanol plant, which is kind of.
Kind of. Do you have a jug band?
No, I actually play in a rock band.
Ooh,
Oh.
You ever play the spoons?
Yeah.
Usually those guys got the spoons
Okay,
going.
but they're no, that's in a jug band.
No spoons,
With
no
the
washboard.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
No,
Jinx.
no.
Jinx on you.
Are you a guitarist or a drummer?
Drummer.
Bass.
Oh,
Bass.
boy.
Two
Brian's a bit of a
bases?
bass master
Our
himself.
producer Brian.
I'm in a
here's
rock band
bass.
playing bass as well, my friend.
Well, I could tell you a quality.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe you guys have run into each other like a battle of the bands.
Yeah.
And you two are the bassists. I bet you've seen Den before.
I think him and I should do a duet
Yeah.
a cappella vocal bass.
I don't know what the fuck you're
I don't
saying
either.
between the farming and the music that you guys are talking about.
Oh, vocal bass. I see what's going on.
Vocal bass.
Well, we could get in on that.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, do you think
Bing,
we
That's
should
a
all do it?
stand-up bass right there. That's a stand-up
Yeah, that was a
bass.
stand-up bass.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the stand-up bass
Yeah.
with the boom, boom?
Fretless.
You ever play the Doghouse, the big upright bass?
Nope, I have not.
Yeah.
How long you been playing, Dan?
No, have you?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, I started. Oh, my dad was a musician and, well, part-time musician. And so I played when I was younger. He played just strictly, old country. Old. And I got away from that as soon as I could. And then I was in a blues band and we had 3 guitar players and the bass player was horrible. And I was the worst guitar player. So suddenly I was playing bass, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Oh, wow.
So was your
So-
dad a farmer as well? Because I can't imagine anybody
Yeah.
gets to do farming any other way now.
Yeah, it gets passed down, I
Yeah,
believe.
it has to be,
No.
right? I mean, I can't imagine a guy,
Yeah,
one of our kids like saying we're going to be farmers and fucking starting from scratch somewhere.
No,
Well, hold
it's-
on a second. Could
that-
I
that
go in
deal
the
is
farming?
closed.
You
up,
could
it's
not, my
sad.
friend.
You don't think I could go in the farming right now?
100% you couldn't,
No.
because that hat would keep you out alone.
So this hat,
This
I
hat is a
couldn't farm,
no-go.
but I do have a cowboy hat. at
Yeah,
home.
it's too late though, because there's I'm sure just keeping that in the closet probably throws you
So
off.
really, I couldn't do it. But it's a ranchero hat.
Oh, that might be even worse.
Yeah, you're
Oh, is that
definitely
worse?
out
Am I
there.
going the, am I
You're
going the
wrong way.
opposite
Yeah.
direction?
Actually, if he's farming avocados, it might work.
Oh, I could farm a fucking avocado.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's an
fair.
avocado
Yeah,
farming hat.
Yeah,
And I've got one cow that I bought from Den.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm fucking on my way.
Is it a
You
stump?
are.
What
It's
is it
just a
called?
matter of
stump?
volume
A
at that
stumper?
point.
Right. Yeah, what's it called? A stump?
It's not broke.
I'm broke.
Stump broke. Like back?
Yeah.
Broke back?
Yeah. Yeah, like Stump Broke Mountain.
Oh, my Lord. One time in my life, I chisel plowed. That was fun.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Really?
Yeah, I did that once. I worked for a guy that worked he had like a
Is that
pole
where you
barn.
like walk behind a cow
And I
with,
was-
with a plow thing?
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you could
yeah,
do
right.
that.
The old
sounds like
Amish.
that
the
sounds
old
like a
Amish.
chisel plow.
Yo, that's a chisel plow.
Yeah,
That sounds like Indiana.
But I was a tractor mechanic's assistant, and he had a farm.
Really?
And we fixed up a tractor one day. He goes, "You want to take that guy out?" I said, "Sure." So I chisel plowed.
what the hell's a chisel plow? Then?
Well, it's how you cultivate to get ready for the planting.
yeah, but that's every plow. What's a chisel fucking
Yeah.
plow?
Well, it's exactly how it sounds.
It's got
the
more like
chisels on it.
spikes,
Yeah,
more like
spikes.
shanks instead of turning the ground over, it kind of
You're scraping
rips it.
You're scraping it.
Oh.
Getting it ready. Softening up
All
the
right.
soil.
So do you have a lot of John Deere
listen to
stuff?
that.
Is John Deere the way to go? Or no?
He's a
We run mostly red, the Case IH.
case. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he likes the case.
Yep.
What the fuck? Now you know
I'm
this too?
telling you.
How do you know he likes
That's what I'm
case?
saying. I don't know what the fuck is going on
I
here.
like farming.
This guy rode one plow in his life, and now he knows
yeah, now
who's using what.
he's chisel plowed, and now this guy knows all the
Yeah.
fucking.
Plus, I thought you said better dead than red. Isn't that what you said? Isn't that what you always say?
My God. That's what the deer guys say.
Oh, shit. We got a farmer over here. Canadian farmer.
Yeah, he's ready for the cow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Do you? How does GPS play in the farming nowadays? I've always been wondering that. Do they automatically
Well,
drive
it-
now?
Yeah, we started planting corn today, and the tractor I run it's auto steer, so you make your turn, you hit the button, and it keeps your rows
Like fucking
straight
Knight Rider.
and spaced. And
So you're more of a gamer than a farmer.
Yeah,
then.
you are,
Definitely
yeah.
think Don can
Yeah.
farm now.
Are you playing? Is this?
Yeah,
wait
I-
a minute. Is this Farmer Simulator on PS5?
Sims? Yeah. The Sims
Sim
farming.
fucking City. Yeah.
But we have the GPS on the auto steer, and then like on the planter, it shuts off each row so you don't plant over where you've already planted. Like if you get to a narrow spot, it'll shut off your rows. And
Listen, Dan, I don't want to tell you how to do things, but
Mhm.
I have learned I'm a
Oh,
green.
please
I'm
do.
a green thumb. Some people say, and I've learned you always plant after Mother's Day. Always. There's gonna be a frost. It's gonna fucking. You're gonna
Yeah.
get upset. You're gonna have to go back out
I
there
thought it
and
was
redo it.
Easter.
Now, wait a minute. Do you
well,
think
you've been reading the Farm Almanac?
There you go. There you go.
You know what's funny? Let's talk about the Farmer's Almanac real quick for a second. I had the real life Farmer's Almanac. When I was in New Jersey, my neighbors, Tim and Lottie. What a sweet couple they were. They were 88 years old, and Lottie would sit on her driveway, and she would be like, what'd she say? Tim, it's going to be a very snowy winter. And I'm like, how the fuck do you really know that? Acorns. She counted the acorns. I'm not kidding you. Got it all the time. Tim was deaf, couldn't hear, so he was sitting and he goes, Lottie! And they're yelling back and forth at each other. It was fucking awesome. They were my Farmer's Almanac.
What
Wait a
kind of
second.
crazy shit are you talking
He
about? What
counted-
acorns are they counting?
Acorns?
Yeah.
She counted acorns.
Okay.
And she always got the weather right.
Because of how many acorns
Because
were on
of
the
how
ground.
many, only in New Jersey. I don't know the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But Lottie fucking nailed
She knew New
Bergen
Jersey.
County, New Jersey.
I gotta tell you, I like the old ways of doing things. Is your dad still around there, Den?
Yep.
He
Yep,
is. So
just
does he make
turned
fun of
84.
you and your gay farming techniques these days?
No, he makes fun of me on everything else. So
That's funny.
So what do you do? Do you have
Yeah.
do you have a podcast? Do you just farm? What's your what
I just farm, and then I kind of got into I bought stuff and set up a studio and kind of just started guesting on some podcasts just for something to do.
I love it.
And
I love it too. He's a professional guest.
Yeah.
That's the way to
that's
be.
me.
He's a
That's me.
professional guest the way we are professional podcasters, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wow. I was hoping it was a little better than that.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, look at that. Coming in hot. Dan's coming in hot.
You did say
Jesus.
professional. I don't know if we
Yeah.
can put that in there.
no.
How about the weather last week? There were a lot of storms in your area, wasn't there?
Yeah, South Missouri got hit pretty hard. We're north central Missouri, but yeah, south of us there were tornadoes and floods, and it was a mess down there.
You get a lot of tornadoes on your farm?
We have to keep an eye out for them. We haven't had anything hit us directly, but I mean, yeah, we've had neighbors hit and that type of thing.
How many tornadoes is a lot? Is like one a lot? Like 3?
Yeah,
it's
I'd say
really
if you
tough
went
to
through
call.
one,
Dude, I remember
one
what was
would
it,
be enough for me.
Yeah.
a couple months ago, we had those tornadoes, and the blurb on the TV said, too many tornadoes to count. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet I could count them.
It was like a movie.
Lottie could.
Yeah.
I think we had 20 some one night. It was like 20 tornadoes one night.
I remember that.
Yeah, that
It
was,
was
too
like
many.
winter,
Too
right?
many to count.
Was it fall or like a month ago?
So, how far are your neighbors away from you?
Oh, my closest neighbor is 3/4 of a mile.
Wow.
Do you have an ATV to go and see them? Like, what do you do? And how far is your mailbox? That would suck too.
Yeah.
And can you get
Oh,
Amazon?
Oh, trust me. If you knew my wife, the Amazon, yeah,
So they
I think
deliver out
Bezos
there?
knows my name.
That's
yeah.
fucking, this is great because
Yep.
I always wonder when I would drive through, if I ever took a road trip, which doesn't happen often, and I drive through some of these towns where population's like 137.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm like, how the fuck does Amazon get out? What about FedEx? Does
Are
that
you
get out
even
there?
near a town, though? How far are you from a town? Like, if you had to go to the store, maybe
I'm
your
about
wife's
4
not at fault here.
I'm about 4 miles out. Salisbury's
Oh,
got
that's
60.
You're
nothing.
saving money.
Yeah, it's not bad. And our town that we live in or live near is about 1,600 people. So
I like
it's a
that.
sprawling metropolis.
How many traffic lights? We go by
Yeah,
traffic
we
lights.
go by traffic lights. You're right.
we have one that flashes red
Oh,
at the 4-way stop at
I'll
the grade
allow
school.
that. That's a traffic light.
I'll count it.
But yeah,
That's it?
That's it?
but as far as green, yellow, red, we don't have any.
All right.
Oh,
how,
shit.
I'll ask you another one. How many saloons?
I was just going to ask that.
One.
One saloon. Who doesn't have the doors?
Well, yeah, no, it doesn't have that.
All right. I don't know if it classifies.
Yeah.
This is like the stoplight. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Wait.
You tell
What's
us nothing,
the-
Dan. You're telling us nothing, goddammit.
the
We're trying to
name?
size you up over here, and you're giving us 0 for you're being very
What's the
coy.
name of the bar? What's the name of the saloon?
Oh, McTagg's is the current name. So
Oh, I like that.
I kind of like having one saloon. 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what? You want to find your buddies? You know where they are.
Yeah.
First of all,
oh
let me
yeah,
tell
it's
you.
a social.
Unless you get kicked out, then you're in trouble. You got nowhere to go.
No, you're screwed.
You're going to have to move.
You can't hide. You got to park somewhere else, right?
And by the way, hold on. There's no name. There's only one name for the saloon, and it's Saloon.
Yeah.
And it's up on top in wood.
That's what I was
it.
hoping for.
yeah,
Yeah. It's just Saloon.
You know, you should go get those doors for that saloon. You would be the biggest fucking hit there. If they showed up one day and you're screwing in some fucking bi-swinging, weirdly shaped fucking
You'd be the mayor.
gates.
If you forget your screws, just grab some screws from the gutters outside.
That's right.
Yeah. Do they have
I
gutters?
learned that.
Yeah, they got gutters.
They got
Everybody's
gutters?
got gutters.
Everybody's got gutters?
That's the whole point.
That's where you keep your screws.
Well,
That's a good point.
Where you going to keep your screws if you ain't goddamn gutters?
Well, the funny thing is, like a lot of the businesses and stuff. I had a buddy that moved. He married a local gal, and he moved here from out of town. And his father-in-law was like, "Hey, go to Conoco and pick up such and such." And he said, "I drove all over this fucking town. There is no Conoco." Well, it's now a Sinclair state. I hadn't been Conoco since I was a kid, but everybody still, when they say the Conoco, we know what they're talking about.
I respect that. We call the Sears Tower the Sears Tower still.
Fuck yeah.
There's no fucking
it's not the
Willis.
Willis
What the
Tower,
fuck's
no.
a
Willis
Willis?
Tower.
Have
There
you-
was only one Willis,
Yeah, it's the-
and it was what you talking about, Willis.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Got a
That's
whole
it.
skyscraper
Yeah.
named after him.
Yeah.
It's the,
He's
it's
very
the
short.
Conoco of Chicago is the Willis
You
Tower.
you ever get on that dinosaur and hump it a little bit at the Sinclair?
Oh yeah, it's
Is it
It's right
stump,
there
is
along
it
the
stump
highway,
ready?
you
Is
know,
that,
they
is
gotta
that
give the
dinosaur
people
stump ready?
So do
they
people
keep it chained down. We don't have a high crime rate, but I think the dinosaur would be in high demand. I guess they got a chain around his leg.
Oh,
So do people ever move out? Do they ever leave? Because I always see those Hallmark movies where the locals can't leave. When they leave, they got to come back.
Oh yeah, and it snows here every Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
and it's yeah. That's
You guys are all
exactly the way it is.
singing carolers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got an independent bookstore, and you know the guy that's the big writer that comes back from the city, and
Yes.
it happens every year.
Oh my God. All right. Good.
You might be moving there. Doug.
I'm going to tell you, I may move there.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're going to have 1601 soon because it's 1600. Is that the
Yeah.
population?
Yeah.
1601.
Mhm.
I'm not bringing my
Oh,
family.
that's good.
And don't bring that hat. You
Hey,
might get
Dad,
kicked
don't
out.
answer your phone at 9:42 because that's when Don gets up.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say, "How do I start this tractor?"
Yeah. Listen, I am coming over. I'll help you with the farming. You have nothing to worry
That's
about.
fine.
I'll take over.
No problem.
But I start my day at about 10:30.
Yeah, I don't start. We don't have a dairy farm, so I don't kick the roosters out of bed myself. So
Oh, I'm right. This is my type of farm.
Yeah, but when he says start at 10:30, that's kind of coffee time.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Then you gotta take a
Starts talking
shit.
shit. He starts
Yeah.
talking
We
shit at
start a little
10:30.
earlier
And
than
it's
that.
lunchtime by the time we sit down on anything.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
work
we
actually
might
never
start a
starts, to be
little
fair.
God, I cannot wait for Friday night when my daughter says, "What are we doing tomorrow?" I say, "Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not kicking the roosters out of the bed." I cannot wait to say that.
100% great.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
good
That is,
I
that is
do
going
like
in
that.
my everyday rotation
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to try that too. You should write a
that's
book.
a down home, homespun sayings I'm throwing at you here.
That's what I'm
are.
saying. You should do a sayings book.
Great coffee table book.
That'd be great.
I buy it.
Me too.
That sounds like Den's full of it.
Den sayings. We'll work
Yeah,
on the
too.
title, but you know,
Yeah, there might be something a little catchier than that, but
I like this though.
Well, I was going to bring up a subject. You called a little early, so do you mind doing a little fiddly with us, like
no.
pre-guest fiddly?
Behind the
No, that'd be
scenes,
fine.
fiddler.
All right, let's do it. All right. So, did you guys hear about all the politics today?
Yeah, well, today and
Why do I feel like he's setting us up
yeah,
for a joke?
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Mhm.
Because he's laughing already.
Did you hear the best signing that he did?
No.
He's lowering the water pressure.
Oh yes, like he went fucking full Kramer on that.
Hold on,
I
what
did hear
happened?
that.
What happened?
He's raising the water pressure.
You're raising the water pressure.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's something I
Yes.
can get behind.
Yes, promises made,
Yeah.
promises kept,
He
motherfucker.
literally signed an executive order
Yeah, he did.
You know
I
what,
did
though?
hear
This
that.
is-
restricting the water.
This is bullshit. This is why I cut my hair. One of the reasons why I
Yeah.
was in the shower for fucking 3 hours trying
Yeah.
to get the
You
water
jumped
pressure.
the gun, man. Yeah, I thought you believed in Trump, but I guess
No,
not.
no.
Now you're paying
No,
for it.
I am paying. You know what? I'm paying the goddamn price now. I'm gonna grow it out again.
Yeah, so this
That's
weekend I
good.
might
That
be
one.
going to the hardware store. Get a.
So I
high
don't have to
pressure
rip
nozzle.
out the regulator. I used to have to remember that little.
But then they weld them in. But now he signed the order. They can't weld them in anymore.
they were welding
So you
them
get
in.
the option.
Yeah, you have the option.
Yeah, so if you
can
want to
take
be a
the little
pussy,
thing
you
out.
still can.
Oh, I hated that. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you know what's the worst? Not so much the pressure alone, but it takes like 4 hours to get the hot water from the
That's-
basement
yeah.
because you can't get the fucking water flowing fast enough.
It's not flowing fast enough.
Makes sense, guys. It makes sense. I was going to get a wall water heater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
Now
of
you
those
don't need to.
spaceless,
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
tankless.
Yeah, you don't need to do that now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I kind of want one.
You're going to have good high flow efficiency.
All right, because I feel like I don't have enough hot water.
Sounds like you guys are talking about your prostate.
God, I remember in high school. Remember the nozzle they had in the showers in the school?
Oh, yeah.
And you would like get blisters. They came out so
Too hot,
pressurized.
too much.
hot.
It was too much,
We're coming back to those days now.
which I'm fine with.
Yeah, you learn how to be responsible back then.
You learn how
That's
to be
why our
responsible.
fucking kids can't do anything.
Oh, they're fucking worthless.
3 burns in the shower and you fucking smarten up.
You've got to know how to position the nozzle. Everybody fucking knows
You gotta
that.
know how to do fucking everything.
Right.
Everything
It's all about the
everything is
position of
supposed
the
to have a
nozzle.
trick to it.
Yeah. Yeah, see, fucking Dead knows. It's goddamn position of the
That's
nozzle.
true. Nothing has
Yeah.
a trick
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
No,
Your
nothing has
car,
a trick.
remember how many tricks you had to do with your car?
Oh, my
man.
God.
Remember to
Oh
get
my God.
reception on the TV
the
set?
pumps of the gas and
Yeah, there's no
not
tricks anymore.
3
You had to
pumps.
like push your window out to roll it all the way
Oh
up.
my
Yeah.
God.
I couldn't get my kicker. My kicker wouldn't put off enough bass, so I
Right.
had to put an amp in.
Yeah.
And then my fucking alternator
yeah.
would die.
Yeah.
You need a
It-
preamp then.
Yeah. Yeah, I needed to get it. I had to get it like
I
2
got an amp.
alternators.
It's like I need a preamp
Yeah.
now.
Multiple tricks.
So many.
Yeah.
Remember the CD player that
Yeah.
you put? I had to put it in or so it didn't skip. I had a skipless
Yep.
CD player.
That's another thing.
Or you had to have like some foam on your fucking in your
Some
glove
kind of-
box. I literally had like the fucking plug in the CD
Yes.
player, and I had it sitting on foam so it wouldn't fucking bounce around too much.
I'll tell you that what really changed my life driving was I put in a goddamn 10 disc.
Ooh,
When
yeah.
you put in a 10 disc,
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah,
sky
you're
is the
you're
limit.
serious.
It's a
You are
life
a
changer.
serious. You're number one. You're a serious driver. Number
Yeah.
two, you're a serious music listener.
And 90 tracks is really the limit. Maybe not the sky.
You don't think the sky's the limit?
No. And there's a danger to it because with a single CD player, you would switch. Anything could happen. You could have you just reach in a glove box and change it out. With a 10 changer, you're pretty much stuck with those.
You are.
You don't. Nobody changes back. First of all, it's in the trunk usually. Second of all, you got to take the cassette out and like shuffle them around. It's too much work.
No, it's fine. You just do that at a stoplight.
Yeah, you just hoard whatever's in there.
That's true. You just keep
But
listening.
we don't
to
have
it.
a stoplight.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a driveway long enough, you could just do it.
100%.
That's true.
that's
You
true.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've
The
set
bad
it,
part
You could
back
set
is-
the cruise and get
and
out
it's
there.
not paved. Is your driveway paved?
No.
Fuck
No, the
yeah.
road I live on is not paved.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
gravel.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. Do you drive your tractor down to the store?
Well, it's been done.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I live.
actually,
Love this guy.
the school actually has a drive your tractor to school day. So,
Wow.
I got
Yep.
some buddies
Do you
in
have
Minnesota
horses?
that have that.
You ride horses?
so
You ride horses?
no.
I gotta tell you,
No,
I
we
miss it.
had one when I was a kid, but I'm not big on horses.
Why? Because of the song Wildfire?
He busted down his stall.
Yeah. It's a fucking mess. And then he froze to death. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, guys, if you haven't heard
I
Wildfire.
have not.
Yeah,
Now I don't need to.
I just couldn't stand that trauma. I just couldn't do it. The sad thing is, you guys bragging about these CD players. Back in my day, we had cassettes.
Oh Jesus
So-
Christ! Or do you think that's your
yeah,
day?
back in your
Don't make
day.
me fucking bring up the 8 tracks. God damn it!
Yeah, you want to fucking play
yeah,
games?
you wanna
We can
fuck
play
around?
games.
I was my golden days, my heyday days was cassette.
Oh yeah, dude, we were cassette masters.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't want to age ourselves like you.
Yeah.
But now we're ready.
Yeah,
Recording off the
Yeah.
radio. Remember, you'd record off the
Oh,
radio.
yeah.
so you'd have to wait for
Oh,
the...
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
and the
They play
damn
some
DJ would
bullshit in
talk
the
all
beginning
the
of
way
the
through
song.
Yeah, that sucked. Or
Yeah.
they would play something like the 97.1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stop fucking playing your
Yep.
whatever.
But when you fucking nailed
Yeah,
it, you
just play the song.
nailed it.
I'm
When you got
recording it,
that
asshole.
fucking pause
Oh,
just right
yeah.
and the space just
oh,
right.
it was great.
But if you didn't, the fucking thing wouldn't do the track. It wouldn't find the spaces.
No.
Remember when they came out with the high tech cassette players, you could skip like 2 or 3
That
fucking
was
songs.
the best.
And but if you did fucking yeah,
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had you could fast forward or rewind, and it'll find the space
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the songs.
No.
And sing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, oh yeah. Not just that, but you could press the fast forward 1, 2, or 3 times, and it would skip like 1, 2, or 3 spaces.
Too many times.
Is that too many times?
Because what's going to happen is
You'll skip a good song, and then you'll be fucking mad at
no,
yourself.
fuck that. What's going to happen is you're going to fuck up your tape. It's going to throw all out.
Oh.
You're gonna have to reset it
with
with
a
a pencil.
pencil.
Yes.
Pencil reset.
Oh, yeah.
I
the
think
old
pencils were originally
operator,
made
yeah.
to rewind tapes.
They fit
and
perfectly.
suck them back in.
Yes, they were perfect.
But they teased you. It almost felt like they weren't perfect,
Yeah, it was a little
but they
loose.
were.
It was a little loose.
It's seated
You had
doubt
to go
in
an
your
angle.
mind.
You had to angle
Yeah.
it.
And if you didn't have a pencil, it was finger.
Yeah.
You put that
Finger,
finger in
yeah.
there and you
Yeah.
fucking start spinning. Carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah.
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 All right, so you're saying I've got a little index finger?
I don't know. I got fat fingers. What do you want me to say?
Ah, the good old days.
The
Those are
good
good.
old
The sets
days.
and tricks.
Yes.
Well,
Yep.
that was my only topic. Did you have a topic?
I'm just thinking back of my car
Well,
days. That was fantastic.
I don't know. One time my son was younger and I said something about a flip side. He goes, away. I said, like the flip side of a 45? And he's like, a 45? I'm like,
yeah.
oh, come on.
Oh, come on. You knew better than that.
Yeah.
There was no way you're
I
getting
don't
flip
know.
That's
sides.
your fault.
Yeah, that's your fault, honestly.
I know. Fail.
You were
I
fucking
failed.
with him. You wanted him to fail.
Yeah.
I did. You don't want him better than you.
No.
My God.
That's not hard these days.
Oh, good stuff.
Well,
So,
I told ya.
you guys out of are you guys out of Chicago? Is that where
Yeah.
you guys are at?
Yeah,
yeah, outside.
outside. We're
We're
out.
a little-
We're exactly right out of Chicago.
We're in a little farming community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Former farming community.
39,000 people.
I'll tell you, I grew up on a farming community, and one of my favorite memories is driving on those dirt roads and just kicking up all that fucking dust.
Oh, that was so much
Yeah,
fun.
there was
Oh,
there was
yeah.
no such thing as a dust-free car. I don't know why anybody would wash that fucking thing because you literally couldn't.
Oh,
leave
no.
your-
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's covered in dust. It was good memories.
Did you have a dead?
Or mud.
This is another thing. Do you have a dead man's curve?
Oh,
Oh, every town.
Every
has
town
one,
has a
yeah.
goddamn dead man's curve.
Oh, we don't actually call it that, but there's a curve. There's a set of curves. So that when they brought the highway in, I guess this guy had a lot of pull, and he made him go around his farm. So just north of town, there's a set of curves. They switch one way and then right back the other. And there's been the Earhart curves is what they're called. There's been so many freaking wrecks on that thing. It's unreal, but
wow.
that's as close as we've got.
Name it to dead man's curve.
Yeah, you got to rename
You
it.
got to rename it. You got to put caution, dead man's
Go
curve.
put a sign out there tomorrow.
Yeah, people will slow the fuck down. That's all you got to do.
Is it on a dirt road?
No, it's on the actual highway.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
yeah,
They have
that's
some of
dead
those.
man's curve.
Yeah.
Dead man's curve was
Dead
never.
man's curve.
We had in my hometown a gravity hill where you could put your car in neutral. It looked like it
Oh,
was
yes.
going uphill, but you would keep rolling.
That is the
Because
craziest
it was an optical
thing.
illusion because the way they paved the road, it made it look like it was going up, but the whole elevation was
What the
tilted.
fuck is that?
What?
The fucking Matrix is what it
Yeah.
is, man.
It's tripping.
What kind of drugs were you
It was
kids
I'm serious.
doing?
I don't get it. But
No,
I
it
like
don't
is.
get that.
We had the same one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: did you have a midnight walker?
I don't know.
Yeah,
We had
Yeah. But I don't know. He means I don't know what that is.
You don't know what midnight walker is?
we had a railroad.
Yeah, we
walker.
had
You had a railroad walker?
Railroad Bill.
How scary is that? Like I
No,
look-
Railroad Harry. That was our guy, Railroad Harry.
Yeah,
Mm. Do
We
you
had
have a,
White Cap.
a white cap.
Yeah, that was what we called him. Drove a little Ford tractor and all the time with a pickup bed trailer on it. Picked up aluminum cans day and night.
Oh.
At
I don't even know
midnight?
his real name, but we called him White Cap because
I know
he
that
wore a
guy.
white cap.
He was the neighbor in Home Alone
No, he was the
with the
name.
shovel.
He was on. He had his own comic.
No, he was in Home
what was that?
Alone.
There was a comic back in the day. You know who would know this is Den. Den knows this. Cap and something. It was
Oh, are you thinking what, Andy Cap?
Andy fucking Cap. I told
Andy
you, Den
Cap.
would
Dan
know
would
it.
fucking know it. I didn't think Dan would know it, but
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know
stand
it.
corrected.
Oh, I'm well rounded.
You fucking
You
are, Den.
absolutely.
I'm gonna tell you, best guest we've had. You're going right. You're on the Hall of Fame.
Because he knew Andy Cap.
Because he
Oh, my
knew
God.
Andy Cap.
All he does is sit in a self-driving tractor. You know what his Google search is
fucking
probably
Andy
like?
Cap.
But he knows
true.
everything.
Do you know Doonesbury?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Yep.
You know what? Guest of the year so far.
All right.
Guest of the year.
He's
Damn.
giving that to everybody, by the way.
I have.
Yeah, but honestly, to
Oh,
be
I
fair,
figured you
it's,
did, but I'm still tearing up.
until next week, you will be guest of the year. So don't let it
Yeah.
let it diminish what you're the honor.
Enjoy this for
Yeah.
a week,
Well-
Den.
I had an uncle. Anytime he'd eat, he'd always say, "Damn, that's the best meal I ever had again."
Yeah.
So that's kind of like you guys. This is the best guest we've ever had again.
There's another one. Put it in the book.
Put Den's sayings.
Oh, this book's
I wish I
getting
was
better.
writing this down.
Denisms.
I'm glad this is recorded because I can rip all this off and write the book.
I am 100%. I wouldn't
Yeah.
kick the roosters out the bed. Is that
No.
what? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Am I saying it right,
Yeah.
Dan?
You are
Yeah,
100%
you're saying it right. You're saying it right.
I wouldn't kick the
Yep.
roosters out. I can't wait to go home and
You can
say
use
this.
it both ways. Kids, get to bed. We got to kick the roosters out of bed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
can say
can go
that.
both
we
ways
gotta,
on that.
we gotta get an early start. We're gonna have to kick the roosters out of bed.
Yeah.
Fucking Farmer Nick.
Yeah, Farmer Nick is
Farmer
on-
fucking Nick.
taking it to a positive spin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way to go, Farmer
Man,
Nick.
Yeah.
both ways.
I love the
Yeah,
concept.
you guys. You have to give me your address. I'll send you all like hay seeds. You can, like stems you can stick in your mouth. And look real farmer like.
You got a
right.
corn cob pipe?
No, and I don't have button nose or two eyes made out of coal.
Man, you got to get a corn cob pipe.
That was kind of racially profiled.
Yeah, it was. I don't
No.
know.
In a
What?
straw hat.
That's what
it was
farmers used to
Frosty the
have.
Snowman.
Do you use, and speak of this, do you use a scarecrow?
That's a
No.
good question.
Why?
No.
Do any of your neighbors do?
Yeah.
No, because most of our cornfields, I mean, if you got a 80-acre cornfield, one scarecrow in the corner is not going to do much
There
good.
you go.
Is it animal feed or is it the delicious sweet corn?
Oh, sweet
This
corn.
is animal feed.
I was wondering if farmers get mad when I eat their delicious sweet corn off the cob in the field.
Could I eat animal corn?
Do people get mad? Or like, does a farmer get
Oh,
mad
yeah,
at
you
that?
can eat it. It's just not real sweet.
Right, but I'm saying, like, if you see me eating your corn, are you mad? Or are you saying, that's nice? Just a couple.
No, you know what he's
I
saying?
don't care.
I should have gotten a fucking scarecrow. That's what he's saying. That's where the goddamn
Yeah,
scarecrow
like
comes in
30-some
handy.
Do
There's
you?
like 30-some plants, 32 to 33,000 plants per acre. So
That's what I'm saying.
if you can eat enough ears of corn to do any damage.
So is that a challenge, Den? Because I'll
one.
tell you right now, I'm coming down. I love corn.
Yeah.
And I have a hankering.
I steal corn and sunflowers. If I
Hankers,
see
God
sunflowers,
dang.
I'm
And
getting one of
potatoes.
those.
You eat
And
potatoes,
potatoes too.
Potato.
Do you have to?
Yeah, we used to actually raise potatoes in the garden.
Oh,
We got a little lazy for gardening now, but when I was a kid, we had a big garden all the time. So
nice.
Can a little home garden support a family? People do this stuff, but it seems like a hobby.
Yeah.
Like, could you live like?
yeah,
Like if you're
Back-
so you
back
got
in the day, it
planting
did.
experience. So now you're living in a city and you got a nice quarter acre and you have a garden. Can that garden support your family?
yeah. I mean, it could go a long way
Yeah.
because are you ready for this? This is not a denism, but they always said you eat what you can and you can what you can't.
Yeah,
So,
that's what it
you know,
is.
and
Oh, I see
You
what you're
can't-
In the
saying.
garden, we would used to put up corn and green beans and anything you can think of, and
Get some raspberries and make some jam.
oh yeah,
You don't make jam out of raspberries.
Hell yeah, you do.
well, but we use
Strawberries.
blackberries.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
blackberry.
Thank
There
you.
you
Use
Blackberry
blackberries.
jam.
Raspberry jam.
Or strawberry.
That
Can I
sounds.
have strawberry?
Are you racist against
Or
raspberries?
strawberry.
Fucking hate raspberries.
You do.
I can tell you had a
Oh, I'm
visceral
so
reaction.
mad at raspberries.
I'd go for some
All
raspberries.
right, I got another farming question. Do you have to switch between corn and soybean every other year?
Yeah, you do. I'll answer that for you.
Yep.
Okay,
There
so
you
that
go.
is the
You're
thing.
welcome.
What we do is like we plant roughly half corn, half soybeans, and then next year we switch the fields the opposite.
Why do you have
So
to?
we
do
plant about the
To
same
save the
acres,
soil.
but we
It's good farming practice. Otherwise you
Yep.
pull out too many nutrients.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you, Farmer
Yeah.
Chapman
Yeah.
now, too. We're all going to be farmers by the time this show is over.
well, I first noticed that in the new subdivision that's going up. That used to be a cornfield,
And then they would switch
I
it.
always liked the soybean year
Yeah.
because I got a better view
Yeah,
across
me
the
too.
way.
It's true.
You know,
And I could see
See,
you,
so-
and
Yeah.
I
I
could
could
wave.
Yeah.
So you already knew the answer before you even
Well,
asked.
I didn't know if everybody did that.
And why?
You
He
just-
didn't know
Yep.
why.
That's
He didn't
true.
know why. Don't shame him.
That's true.
All
They
right.
used to not do that, and that's when the fields turned to dust.
And then what about?
Yep.
With tumbleweeds?
Yeah, tumbleweeds. That's where tumbleweeds came from.
Speaking of that, have you guys ever had a shootout?
no, no, I can't say that we've had.
Yeah, like, somebody says something
Yeah.
at the
like a
bar.
draw?
At the saloon.
Where
Yeah,
you-
fucking draw.
With the doors.
Marshall Dillon always came in and broke it up before we could do anything.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why? Okay, I got another one. You know that you put the signs out, Pioneer. What's the other one? The
DeKalb.
the cow. Okay, Do you really think the sign on the side of the field does that much promotion? You know what I'm saying? You go by-
No.
What sign are we talking
No.
about? I'm trying to
They probably
picture
get
this.
paid for it. You
What
get
do I-
paid to put that in, right?
What sign are we talking about?
like if you use Pioneer
Yeah,
seed,
like the-
Oh, I got you.
they
Yeah,
put
yeah,
the
yeah,
sign
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah.
really need
Yeah,
We don't
we
need to
use-
see that.
You get paid
Yeah,
for
we
that.
use DeKalb for seed corn, but a lot of guys use Pioneer.
Would
Yep.
you put a Wi-Fi tower on your land?
ooh, that's a good question.
Or a 5G tower?
Mhm.
I'm sorry, a 5G
windmill.
tower.
Oh yeah,
Or a fucking
yeah.
windmill. Would you put a windmill?
on the right farm.
You got a
Okay.
pond?
I would.
Do you have a pool? This is rapid.
No, I got a
This
hot
is
tub.
fucking rapid questions, Dan. Let's pick it up.
No, a lot of farms got the ponds and they build like the high dive and stuff.
And they put the koi fish in there.
Oh, and a swing? Do you have a fucking swing? Over the
No,
pond?
we've got several ponds though.
Oh, several ponds.
The biggest one we've got like a 6 acre. That's
Oh
pretty
shit,
nice.
that's a pretty nice pond.
That's a fucking great pond. Do you
Yeah.
have a little
you
boat?
pull water from it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you fish?
And not very well.
Can you fish
I haven't for a long time.
in that pond?
I used
Can
to
you fish in
try.
the pond?
Yeah.
How about ice skate?
Oh yeah.
Can you ice skate on it?
Oh yeah.
So
Can
you,
you
I
dive?
don't,
Can you
but
dive?
you
Is it
can.
deep enough to dive?
Oh yeah. It's 16, 18 foot
Do
deep.
they have snapping
deep part.
turtles?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
do you have one of those
Yep.
long sprinklers?
Love those things.
The long metal.
No.
You don't
Do
have
you have
one?
one of those Do you have one of those
No,
sprinklers
like the
that are
irrigation
on?
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have irrigation?
Nope. We're all dry land.
Do you
Oh.
just use the hose? You go out there with the hose?
Get the wife and kids? Everybody
No.
gets a
Do
hose?
Do you crop dust? You got plane?
Well, we don't have a plane. We hire a plane to do a
Oh,
lot
so you
of
do.
fungicide work and stuff.
Why
but,
wouldn't
yep,
you
we
just
don't
run the
actually have one.
tractor with fertilizer, weed
Spray,
killer
It's
yeah.
spray?
too tall. Because
Oh,
like
it's-
when you
oh, so
run
you gotta do it
fungicide
after.
on the corn, that's
can't go
after
early.
tassels, so it's 8, 9 foot tall.
So you don't
Yeah.
have a big
Do
tractor.
you
then, the ones
ever-
that have the big tires on them?
Do you ever ask the guy with the
Oh,
plane
yeah,
if you
we've
could
got-
ride along?
What's that?
Do you ever ask the
good
guy with the
question.
plane if you could ride along?
There's just a 1-seater.
Dude,
Oh,
have you
well,
ever-
still.
No,
Did
we
you
got
ever
one
ask
of
him if he could ride along? I didn't ask him
no,
how many
there's-
seats. I didn't ask him how many seats there are.
I did a little leery about the joystick
Have you
use.
ever met one of those pilots? Those
crop
guys
dust?
have probably crashed like at least 50 times.
Really?
Fucking
Dude,
dodging
they
the
crash
question.
all the time.
We had a guy get killed 2 or 3 years ago. Not he wasn't spraying on us, but
Wow.
Was he doing tricks? Was that why? It's because that's what happens is
Well,
they start to do
fertilizer
shenanigans.
tricks.
Yeah.
well, we used to have a guy that would fly like under the bridges.
Yeah. Hot dog.
Those guys
you
are
never want a hot
crazy.
dog.
Yeah, it's like no, I don't think so.
All right,
No,
I got a serious question for you. For
I
farming.
doubt it.
I thought they've all been serious so far.
100%.
They were. I thought
To
they
be fair,
were.
so you got another
Yeah, it's a
serious
real one.
question coming.
Yeah. How many times a year could you harvest beef from a cow?
I would say,
Harvest
yeah,
what?
that's the,
That was the worst question.
That's a seriously stupid question.
That was listen. Do
I'm
not
just testing them.
No,
I'm just
don't
testing them.
listen. Don't judge us on that
Yeah.
question from Farmer Nick.
You just asked if he had big tires on his tractor.
Well, that's a fucking great question.
Yeah, not all.
Oh yeah,
there's different
we've got
sizes.
2 of our tractors are 300 horse, so the back
Oh,
tires
yeah.
are 7 foot tall.
You know what?
You could,
Thanks.
Like that.
yeah, if they're smaller, you'd be doing burnouts like
100%. It wouldn't work.
a
Yeah.
Charger. So you have a Dodge
Yeah.
Charger.
Yeah. So, you know
Yep,
what,
no,
Nick- Dan? I'm sorry if Farmer Nick is not going to take this serious. You know what? I
was
apologize.
curious.
I apologize, Dan, because his manners today are terrible.
He thinks everything's a joke.
I thought he was nothing but a gentleman, but
Thank you.
you know, I
Tom.
was raised rough.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a serious question. You guys all paused and thought about it for a second.
I did for a second.
I saw you go up a little bit.
I did.
Yeah.
You never know. There might be a trick to that.
Oh, shit.
That's what I'm wondering. You shave a little.
I think I do have more questions.
Yeah. I do my best thinking in the shower. So if you don't mind, I'm going to probably call you when if I think
Well,
of a
that's
question,
fine, but
Dan.
I hope I can hear you over the increased pressure.
That's
a good
true.
fucking
That's
point.
true. We didn't think that. We
That's
got to
all I
write the
heard.
president.
Hey, so with all
It's
this
gonna work.
tariff stuff, do you export any of your crops, or is it all local?
Well, most of our corn will go to like an ethanol plant. We've got several ethanol plants within an hour of any direction, and we've got a couple of semis, and so we haul to them. Now our soybeans and stuff, a lot of those get shipped out on train and then go to ports and to who knows where. But
So do you import anything? Like, is this
do we import anything?
Yeah, is it going to bother you, this import stuff, or no?
I don't think so.
Are you looking forward to getting a job in manufacturing? Because that's all coming back. So are you going to quit farming and work
How's your sewing skills?
at the car plant? that's where you're headed.
Or the coal fields?
Yeah,
They're going to make people go back and make cars now. So you're first on the list, my friend.
You might want to dust off the sewing machine.
Yeah,
Yes, as soon as they build a big factory and all that here in 20 years, so yeah, I'll be ready to go. So.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, good times. All right. Well,
But, yeah, the tariff thing's been kind of interesting for us because, even especially the soybeans, but, corn to a certain extent, but the soybean market has been, you talk about up and down. Every time a rumor or something comes up, it swings one way or the other. It's been kind of a wild ride.
So, real quick, are soybeans bad for your sperm?
I don't know. I've only got 2 kids.
You eat the
I only had
soybeans?
2
Do you ever
shots
try
at
to
it,
feed
so
soybeans to sperm? Here, little guy, try this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And do you mash them up or do you just feed them whole?
oh Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words. That's unusual for me.
Well, I'm going to tell you
I gotta
this.
fix that.
You guys, this is terrible. You guys have really brightened up my day.
Yeah, you had a rough day with
A
the
tough day.
broken refrigerator.
I broke up, and like I said, I just woke up and I was on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah.
When you did, I don't know if you ever did, but
Yeah.
I woke up bad.
I think Den's got a better Denism for that.
Yeah, then waking up on the
Wrong side of the bed. Yeah, but he's
I don't
gotta-
know if you have. I mean, that's honestly probably the best thing to just
Yeah.
be like, you're going to be.
That's really a good one.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
That's
You,
really a
you
good
can't
one.
one up it?
Yes.
You don't have anything in the arsenal?
Come on.
That's a hard to
Man,
beat
I
one.
can't think of anything.
Classic. Okay.
Yeah, it's a classic. You're not
Yeah.
going to beat that.
Yeah, don't put so
No,
much pressure on
that
Dan.
one's been around a while.
Yeah, he uses this. But yeah,
That's better.
yeah. So I mean, listen, I don't have anything else to say to Den. Are we going to let Den go? Do we
No,
just
listen,
keep him?
Dan. Here's the deal, though.
I woke
What-
up trying to kick out the chickens and I ended up with a cock. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
I'm going to tell you. Once again,
Listen, we're gonna have to excuse. Maybe
Wait, no.
Brian has to get off
I
early.
tried to kick out the
100%.
roosters and I ended up with a cock.
listen, Den, you stay.
Brian
We're
just
going to
likes
get
to
rid
say
of Brian.
cock.
Well,
Listen, I'm
you
working
know what
on
a
this.
chicken. You know what a chicken can do that you can't.
What?
Pick up corn with his pecker.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is my favorite word for referring to male genitalia. is a
Pecker?
pecker.
Pecker.
I love saying that word.
I never used
Yeah.
it.
I don't either.
I used
Use
to.
it tomorrow.
I don't use, but if I was going to say my favorite slang for it is schlong.
Schlong? No,
I was
no.
gonna think about
There's
schlong.
nothing better
I
than
wouldn't say it. But I
Dong?
think it's my favorite one.
Schlong?
No, dong is too close to Don.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So it's
Yeah.
just Don with a G.
Yeah, it's not interesting. It's not interesting.
No,
to you.
nobody likes that.
I'll see you later, down with the G.
Dong.
I gotta tell you,
Could you
Dan.
imagine if you were Don G?
Oh,
Don
man.
and your first
Oh,
initial
yeah.
was G. Your
Oh.
dong.
That would be
That would
good.
be bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah. Parents didn't think that through.
No.
Well, I'll tell you. You called in early. You pulled it off. Don't try that at Best Buy. They won't let you in. You gotta go
Yeah,
on time. But
no,
this worked out.
Well, see, I thought I was going to call in early and then just be put on hold and.
You thought,
nice
you thought there'd be
background
music?
music.
You thought there'd be music?
Well, Brian
Yeah, I
tried.
thought, man, I'll pick up some catchy tunes and
Well, you know what though?
kind of the virtual green room, but no, I was put right in the line of fire. So.
I can sing some
You
old
almost
music.
worked, to be honest with you. Normally, we don't let that happen. We tried something new today. We said,
I'll sing it.
let's start early.
Well, I just appreciate you letting me on. So
Don't you know? That's
Well,
the
thanks
universal hold
for
music,
joining
right?
us tonight. We
Yeah, I don't
appreciate
know
it.
what the hold music is. I can't recreate it.
Everybody knows that.
It's that?
That's,
That sounds like oh yeah, yeah. It sounds like you're doing ASMR. You've been on hold. Oh yes, dude! I totally can hear it now. I now because I hate being on hold. So if I hear that, I hang up. But that is it.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's in. It's terrible
I
sound
know.
quality.
Who the fuck came up with that?
Oh yeah, it's
All right, here's the deal. So
got
if you're
that
on hold,
wow.
if you're on hold and they give you the option to press 1 and they'll call you back, do you guys wait or do you get the call back?
That depends. Depends on the day. Depends on what's
Depends
going on.
what I'm doing.
Depends on the provider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it's AT&T,
I have
hell
trust
no, I'm
issues. I
staying
don't think they'll call
on
me back.
yeah, that's it.
So
No,
wait. What does Dan say? What do you do?
I have trust issues, so I don't trust them to call me back.
I respect that. I got trust issues
We'll
too.
save your spot in line.
But
Oh
it's-
shit, you are.
They do though sometimes.
Yeah.
They've called me
Really?
back.
I've never gotten.
I've never
called.
had
I'm
a line
waiting.
cutter.
I'm waiting.
I should call. I would call them, been like, listen, who the fuck cut me in the line? If they didn't call me
Well,
back, I'm like, what the fuck's going
That's
on?
said it
always
was
a
number two.
great start
Yeah.
for customer service.
Yeah, who the fuck cut me in line?
Well, and they're always experiencing an unusually high volume of calls.
They are.
They are.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
always
yeah.
unusual.
Everybody I
They're
call,
never
we're-
prepared.
How could it be unusual
No,
when
we're
it's every
experiencing
fucking day?
unusual.
100%.
Maybe you need to add a guy or two because every time I call, this is what you tell me.
Yeah.
But
God damn it! They
What's
should
wrong
change
with saying we're experiencing the usual high volume of calls? What is that? What is wrong with that?
I just want somebody for once to just say, we've got a lot of assholes that are calling right now.
I'm getting screamed at.
yes, and we don't have very many assholes answering.
Right.
So
Yeah.
wait.
So just fucking hold on.
Yeah.
And here's some music.
The ratios are off.
Whatever. What was it?
Boop, boop, do, 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 do.
Here's some slightly out of tune music.
You know what's tough is finding a volume balance.
Yes.
If you're watching
Yeah.
TV, and you want it down, but you don't want it too down, and then when the recording is, we're experiencing high volume
Yeah,
again,
they trick
and
you.
then you're like, oh shit. It's hard to watch TV when you're on hold.
Your call is important to us.
Yeah.
But I now have found that I can do it a lot better when I have my AirPods.
Yep. That's it.
AirPods changed the game for
Only
me
way
to
to
do
do it.
everything. I'm actually making phone calls now.
Yeah.
Not taking them because I can't get the fucking things out fast enough, but I'm making them.
Yeah.
And that's a step in the right direction.
Oh,
The AirPods are a game
You're
changer.
halfway there.
Yeah, I am, Dan.
all right. Well,
Listen, I think this is fantastic. I really appreciate you
I'm gonna go home. and-
coming off the fence post, coming down from the fence post for us here tonight.
And to be
Dan.
fair, Dan
I know.
gave us a little extra nighttime today because we're going to be done early
We are.
because the early call means
I'm gonna go
Daylight
home and-
savings.
Yeah.
This fucking guy knows.
I think I'm gonna go till my yard.
you are tonight?
Yeah, just for fun.
Chin till? Chin plow?
no,
Chin
chisel,
plow?
till.
Chisel
Chisel
plow.
plow.
Chisel plow.
Chisel
Yeah,
plow.
chisel
plow.
Yeah.
Chisel plow and rotate.
I'm gonna rattle the HOA.
You know
Yeah.
what? Let's see what the and I'm not even kidding you. There was a guy that I saw got rid of his whole yard and planted crops on it.
Yes,
because
I
he's
would
like, what the
love
fuck?
to see some corn in front of Nick's house.
That'd be awesome.
Full fucking
And
field
some
of dreams.
soy, and then next
Field
year
of
it'll be
dreaming.
soy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do have one more question for Dan.
Yeah.
You ever carve out a corn maze?
Fucking great one.
That is
No,
a solid question.
there's some that'll do that around, but never to have.
You think you could do that this year? We'll come down and visit you if you do.
We would.
Do you want us to do like an alien
Well, I was
sign
I was
or
just gonna
something?
say, has aliens ever
You know-
carved out a corn
Fuck
maze?
yeah, have
Yeah, the
aliens come
alien
down
You
there?
shape.
ever have anything weird happen?
No, we've never done the corn maze.
Is-
I've never been lost in a cornfield.
Is your house haunted?
Come on, give us something here.
God damn it, Ted. We want to end
Not
strong.
that I know of.
You ever been picking the corn late at night in the combine and all of a sudden like somebody pops out of the corn like Jason?
Yeah. Or just anybody,
No,
like you
I've
hear
had a
noises.
covey of quail fly up in the lights and scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, that
would
would wake you up
be
for
good.
another hour.
Did you ever
I'll
have
keep
a
you
car chase in the corn? That'd be
well,
awesome.
That's scary.
Well, I'll bore you guys with this story. So there is irrigation closer down to the Missouri River. So years ago, the guy kicks his pivots on, and they got these big towers, that go around in a circle. All of a sudden, they start falling over, and he's like, "What the shit?" So he looks, and there is a car that because when these towers come around, the tires tracks make ruts. There was a car stuck in the rut, and when this tower came over, it started knocking his towers down. Long story short, it was a stripper that did a bachelor party, and she got down in this huge Missouri River bottom and got lost. And she crashed her car and walked out, and she couldn't remember where it was at. But the guy, it ruined his entire irrigation system from a stripper's car at a bachelor party.
Dead
So,
Man's Curve? Was that by Dead Man's Curve?
Yes, it was.
Fuck yeah.
Just south of there.
That's all you got to do. Put a fucking sign.
Hey, I got one more question for our missing Fiddly Dicker here. Do you have one of those tractors that's like real high up where you could you feel like you could drive underneath
That's
it?
what I asked with the big.
Is that what you were
Well,
asking?
That's what I was
Like-
asking with the big tires.
Oh, is that what the big tire
yes,
conversation
it's the
was?
big tires.
But they all have big tires. But is it one of those tall
but
things?
there's not a lot of clearance under it yet.
How
So I mean,
high?
there's only like maybe 3 foot of clearance under the tractor.
What?
Oh, that's
But yeah,
not
it
Man,
takes
on the
like
highway,
6
it looks
steps
like
to
I
get
could
up
drive.
in
no,
it.
talking
we're talking
about-
about the big one.
Yeah, the ones that have at least it looks like it has 5
10 feet. 10 feet.
10 feet.
10
Yeah,
feet.
it's probably
Probably
got
not
Oh
like
yeah,
feet.
the tractors we run, we're up probably, our feet are probably 8 foot off the ground. I mean, there's like 6 steps to get up in them.
Right, but underneath, could I like ride a motorcycle underneath your tractor?
No, because what you're thinking more is like a sprayer that's got the
Sprayer.
high
They have
clearance.
the long arms.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, the
Yeah.
sprayer, like our sprayer's got high clearance.
Do they
So do you have one of
really?
those?
Go
Do you
over
have
taller
one of
crops
those?
and stuff. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how high is that? Could a motorcycler go underneath that? That's what I'm talking about. We ride bikes
Oh,
and we
yeah.
see those things and we're determined to, one of these days, we're going to veer and try to go under and we're wondering if we're going to die.
Well, especially if the fuzz is after you.
right.
Then
Yeah,
you can
because
get.
they'll never follow.
No, they'll never know
Yeah.
where you went.
Right.
No, and you do it right at Dead Man's Curve.
Yeah, well, I don't think
Yeah.
that's a little tricky.
That's
Dan.
Double,
Yeah,
that's
I
double
don't
jeopardy.
know.
Isn't that what they
It's
call
over.
double jeopardy?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do that, Dan.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
Listen, we're not evil Knievel over
yeah,
here.
settle down.
You know what's funny?
But no, they're tall enough you could easily ride a motorcycle. under 'em.
Really? Okay.
You
So we're
have-
going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you have ranch hands?
No, just my brother and I.
What do you think about one more?
Yeah, bunkhouse.
I always
Oh,
want to be.
there's
Yeah,
always
you have a
room for
bunkhouse.
one.
We could
What are
sit
ranch
out.
hands? Like big hands?
We could sit outside
Helpers.
and sing and play music by a fire too.
You can
Oh,
live
yeah,
in the
we've
bunkhouse. Do you have
done
a
that.
bunkhouse?
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Oh, shit. That's a
Well,
good.
I've got a man cave.
Are we going back to
building that's
Yellowstone?
got-
Are we talking about
Fuck
Yellowstone
yeah, I
again?
think. You know what? I think we are.
All right. How
Yeah, we
many
got-
days do you think Don would make it as a ranch hand?
So
Yeah.
hold on a second. Before
Without knowing Don, if you had to guess how many days?
before you answer that, should I give him any
Listen,
kind of hint?
No, nothing.
Okay.
No, no,
All right,
no.
no
I
hints.
think he knows
He
you.
You think he
knows.
knows?
Yeah.
You think he knows? All right, we'll see. We'll see.
How many days?
Oh, you mean a whole day?
Yeah.
Oh, we going down to
Yeah.
hours now?
Yeah, no, he's in the
listen.
right
We're going
path.
to hours?
We're going to
Yeah,
hours.
Do you have horse flies, Dan? Because that'll cut it shorter.
Yeah, can we
Things
use
are fucking
fractions or
terrible.
decimals or?
The horsefly doesn't get enough goddamn attention. That thing is a monster, and
doesn't
it
have a-
hurts like a
He's got no
bitch.
horses. There were no flies then.
What do you think of a guy walking around a mosquito net? Because Don might do that.
Yeah.
With a gay cowboy hat.
Well,
what's a gay
yeah,
cowboy
that's
hat?
more
It's
in
a
Iowa.
ranchero.
That's more of an Iowa thing.
All right, I got to
good
get the fuck
time.
out of here.
Yeah.
I can't handle this anymore. Dan, you've been absolutely fantastic.
have.
Like I said, number one guest. That's going to
Wow.
be tough to beat. Tough to beat.
I'm blushing. I really am.
Good. Well, listen, make sure you wake up tomorrow, go out there and plow those fields for us. Plow them for the Dickers. And I want you
Well,
to also listen to this episode while you're out there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I will do that.
All right, there you go.
And
I will do
tell I
that.
want 1,600 new listeners.
The whole town.
The whole goddamn town is going to be
Yeah,
listening
we're
to the Fiddly
exporting
show.
this now.
Go to the saloon.
The tariffs. We want to make them count because they might go away.
Yeah.
These things change every day. We might have hours to take advantage of tariffs.
Go to the saloon. Let them
Yeah.
all know.
1,600, boy. 1,550 is probably as good as I can do.
All right,
But-
we'll take it. We'll take it.
And they got to be Chinese. How many Chinese listeners?
Yeah, we
can you
only
get
get
us?
paid by the Chinese.
Yeah.
We've got this. They did a county survey, and we have one Pacific Islander
All right, get him.
because it was an old
We want
man
that
that
guy.
actually married a
He might-
Japanese bride and brought her home.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
In our whole county, we had one.
All right,
Well,
that's
we're
the one
really
we want.
diverse.
One's better
here.
than none.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Dad. You have a
Yeah,
great
but
night.
I got to thinking that we don't have a stoplight in our entire county.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Did you
Yeah, our town is the biggest town in our county.
Wow.
So
Do you still have the flashing light, or was that a lie too?
now we got the one flashing
Oh, okay.
light. Yep.
Still has
Mhm.
that.
Saves money. That's pretty smart. Saves money.
That's right.
So do you got like the ridges in the road before the stop signs to let you know a stop sign's coming?
No.
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 That's what the flashing light is
No,
for.
Nick.
All right.
Are we going to ask silly questions?
I got
This is
one
why
more.
we're not.
Yeah,
Now
come
I got
on.
a
We
real
don't anything
serious
like
question.
that.
Oh, here we go again.
You guys have a train? Do you have a train going through town?
Yep.
Is
Sure
there
do.
is there an arm that comes down, or does a guy whip a fucking
Oh,
flare
yeah.
out on the road?
That's
We actually
that
have
is a
the
serious
arms that come
question.
down.
Arms that come down. See, all right, that's kind of a stoplight.
Do you have a train station?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
all right.
You got a grain
Nope.
elevator
Fly
over there?
over, train through.
You got a grain elevator?
Anybody rob a train
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
That's the kind of
Yep.
place trains
No,
get
in
robbed.
fact, our grain elevator is the tallest thing in town. Well, maybe the water tower may be a little taller. But
All right. Last question. Do you have a stable, like a town stable that you can ride your horse into that you don't ride, but if you did ride?
No.
All right.
Did you know that grain dust can be explosive?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Are you serious? We got a grain elevator 2
yeah.
blocks from
Have
here.
you
deadly?
Have you ever fallen in a corn? What are those? The corn
Silos.
silos? Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
You fallen in one?
Do you ever
Yep.
go in there on
I've never
purpose and
been-
just roll
we-
around? That seems like a
I'll
ball
tell you
pit
what.
to me.
Because you can die from that.
There's I can think in the last 2 years at least 2 people in the county that have died in grain bins where they get sucked in.
Yeah, that's fucking scary as shit. But I don't know why you
Yeah,
would be
it's-
up there. Like, why are you up in there? Why are you so high? Why? Are you?
Well, we if for some reason we have trouble with the bin feeding, I mean, we'll tie off a harness on ourselves, and these guys that get in there, it's like, dude, that some bitch will suck you down so fast.
Fucking
you know,
crazy. Have you ever seen
And I don't
that?
mean in a good way.
Yeah.
No.
You ever drink the little liquid that comes out the bottom of those?
No,
What?
Come
no,
on.
that's.
God damn it,
that's
Nick! You're
poison.
going downhill. I mean, it's getting worse.
The pigs do it.
But I will say this:
They're happy as shit.
you come out with some bad ones, and then you hit it out of the
Yeah,
park,
that's true.
and we're all like cheering for
Dan-
Nick, and then he just fucking goes right back down
Dan
again.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't think Dad knows.
Dude, old grandpa's cough syrup.
All right, Dad, we're going to look for you. We're going to promote your book,
Yeah, Denisms.
Denisms. You
Denisms.
haven't written it yet, but we're promoting it, baby.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
coming.
listen, stay by your phone because we're going to call you back. We got a lot of questions.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. We're going to
We
think
just
some more.
haven't thought of them
We
yet.
just have to take showers real quick.
Was that the most questions ever in one,
I think
one
so.
interview?
So too. We're great interviewers, Dad.
Dan, we just rifled off like 640 questions at you.
He just lives one state over from us. We act like
We've
he's
never
from,
heard
I
anything
only
like
lied
this.
on half of them.
We
So
act like he's from the Amazon. He's in Missouri, for Christ's sake. He's one state over.
You have a stoplight.
All right, you get some
right.
rest. We'll
All
get
right,
some
Dan,
rest.
thank you so much, bud.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks for calling, man. That was awesome.
Good talking to you.
I enjoyed it, guys. Thank you very much.
All right,
All right,
take
have
care.
a good night, man.
You too. Bye.
Fucking Dad.
Holy shit, that was
Fucking
fucking great.
That was great. I'm going to tell
It's a big world out there.
It is.
It really is, and it's right down the
Well,
street.
it's not out there. Out here, it's kind of a small world. 1,600.
1,600.
One stoplight. That's not
We
a
have
big,
like thousands of acres
big empty world.
Big empty world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right down the
Really
road. He's a neighbor.
he is.
All right, well, thanks for listening.
Yeah, this was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a
It was
lot of
fun.
fun. Thanks for joining us on
Sorry
this.
we haven't been around. Well, spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah.
Things get canceled.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
We were on a beach, ladies and gentlemen. That's just what happens.
But you came back to listen to us again.
Thank you.
And the
we,
whole episode, so that was nice of you.
Yeah, we appreciate
So go
that.
tell a friend.
Thank you.
Good night.
Asian friend.